welcome to the video. Today we're heading pretty much from the west side of Helsinki. Well, it's a different city, all the way to the east on an adventure. It's a winter paradise. Here's a map of the route here, what I'm going to be kind of doing. It's going to be lots of fun. It's not an actual built route. We're mixing up all the different things together and trying to make as much of an adventure as I can. So I'm going to make the most of it. I know what you're wondering, what am I taking on this type of adventure? So here's a little bit of a kit list of what I've got with me. Liner gloves, sunglasses, headlight, GoPro tripod, thermos flask, spare buff, something to watch, 2 waterproof bags, toilet roll, medical kit, emergency blanket, road pen and power bank, spare GoPro battery, cliff blocks and shots, and a good spirit and attitude, of course. Right, 5 kilometers into the ski now, and a few little hiccups. I had one too many layers on, so I took one middle layer off. Also had the belt around the waist, wasn't comfortable and not easy to get the GoPro out. So there's lots of fresh snow from yesterday, so I've got a little bit less grip. So going up these uphills at the beginning is a little bit more tough because we're at 𝙃𝙀𝙇𝙎𝙄 and it's very like up and down. But all adds to the challenge, doesn't it? Right, so it's going to be super important to make sure I stay hydrated and keep the nutrition in and get some of that energy in. Look at the colours in these water that falls off over the rocks. There, I guess it's quite like, well, muddy water that's dripping down and must be quite like fresh, almost like mineral water, I guess. But it's super cool, isn't it? So 12 kilometers in, we're this place called 𝙃𝙀𝙇𝙎𝙄. Right here, this is not an open field. This is actually a frozen lake, but it's absolutely just so peaceful and serene and beautiful. And this is what I love about living here in Finland. I've said it many times in my videos, plenty of them, that we get the 4 seasons here and it brings opportunities for each different type of season. Oh, okay. So so these forest parts are proving to be quite tricky actually, and I'm going super slow because it's not really like a track in some parts and it's so like up and down and wavy, and like not complaining, just explaining what's going on. And yeah, means I got more time to appreciate the scenery. It's hard work though. So I just came down a hill and yeah, there was pretty much no snow. And when you're making a snow plow and braking and there's no snow, just on ice, it's pretty hard to not go fast. And at the end I managed to get it, but as soon as it went flat, there was like a little bump because I had a bit of speed, and woo, boom, and landed right on my bum. So we'll see how that feels tomorrow. Brings me back flashbacks of, oh, yeah, flashbacks of when I was living in Austria and fell down when I was alpine skiing. And there we go, don't concentrate and this is what happens to you. Just lie here for a bit, eh? I am feeling pretty tired. It's pretty hard work. It's so beautiful, and you got to feel like sometimes, you know, I'm privileged to be here and put myself in this position. And yeah, when you think about it like that, there's people who are a lot less privileged and have a lot more worries and problems than, you know, like me, thinking it's hard work and everything. So make sure you enjoy the moment. Okay, so I must admit, I've got a little bit lost when it's just like an open field like this and there's like ski tracks just going all over the place, and trying to follow the map. Just trying to figure it out. So let's figure this bit out and then hopefully we can get moving like at a decent pace once again. So the majority of the route is like linking up loads of different councils, cross-country tracks that they made. But there are a few parts, not so many, which is pretty awesome, that you have to walk because there's gravel on there and you don't want to scratch your skis in the roads and crossing them. So it's pretty cool to go from like borough to borough, council to council, town to town, find a way on connecting them all. Looks like a mountain. What? I'm confused. So I've reached an area now where there's actually maintained ski tracks like by like a machine, so that people can come and do their sports or fitness. I mean, they can do it anywhere they want. It makes it a little bit easier because obviously there's a better track. And yeah, we're just gonna continue enjoying. I think we're about like 25 kilometers down. I haven't checked, but we'll catch up in a moment. Right, I just stopped to chow down on some cliff blocks. I've gone off route and I looked at a map and it's a loop, so this part is a loop, so it doesn't matter. It's probably gonna add on a few kilometers, but you know, it's nice to be outdoors, isn't it? And nice to be eating cliff blocks as well. Oh, that backpack weighs a ton. It makes such a difference, like when you're just skiing like with nothing. It's the same with running, cycling or anything, when you got like a heavy backpack. And of course, it wouldn't be a winter trip or a winter video without the camera battery dying, and appreciating carrying this thermos. I was probably cursing myself for carrying such a heavy thing, but right now, warm black currant juice with a bit of sugar in it. So we're about 30 kilometers in. Now we've got like the easier parts to come, the famous last words. And maybe towards some of the places that I know where I have skied and everything. I really enjoy doing point-to-point adventures, walking, cycling, whatever. Take the train somewhere, walk back. Always super fun. See it in a different way, and it kind of feels like, you know, like an Indiana Jones kind of on a crusade of some kind. So as you can tell now, there's a lot more urbanized. We're a lot closer to Helsinki and where more people live and everything. But there's still these, what they're called in Finnish is ladut, which is like tracks, but specifically for cross-country skiing. Okay, so I was just stopping to maybe take a thumbnail, but I wanted to show you, like, look how deep some of this snow is. Like, really, if I... Oh! It's actually quite hard to get back up. Right, I've made it to Helsinki Central Park at the north end of it. We've been skiing probably over like 6 hours, 40 kilometers. And yes, it's been a little bit slow, but today was not about time. It was about being out, having an adventure, point to point. Got lost a few times. Some of the tracks are like a little bit sketchy, and some are like absolutely amazing. And that's whole part of the fun. That's why I wanted to do something like this. Point to point, linking up so many different things, and just absolutely wonderful to be able to do this. And I'm glad I took this opportunity. Okay, so we're almost at home, but there's this cafe here and couldn't resist coming to get, yeah, a donut. And gonna finish off this hot juice. But we're 45 kilometers in, so we'll probably make it about 50 kilometers or something like that, and 6.5 hours. But cheers guys, thanks. Hope you've been enjoying the video, the skiing, the scenery and everything. If you've got any questions, you can leave them down below, but we're not finished. It's super good. It's got apple inside of it, and yeah. That was super fun, amazing time, and 53 kilometers and just over 7 hours. Well, you can go and check it out in my Strava, link down below. So I hope you've enjoyed the video and everything about it. I really enjoyed every single little moment. I even enjoyed it when it was a little bit tough and hard work, and that's why I enjoy going out doing these adventures, because you're outdoors, fresh air, and you just push yourself and learn new stuff. I for sure now I'm gonna go and tuck into some food, get some water, and also go for a shower. But thanks for watching the video. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. But most of all, thank you very much for watching to the very end. Really do appreciate it. Much love, take care, see you.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day.
All of that, just for that shot.
gonna tell you that I'll